What's up, guys? So today we are jumping into painting Moze. So she's already primed. All I have to do is dry brush her. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump over into our references and see what picture will best suit this miniature. Alright guys, so what I always do is I look online. I usually go to Borderlands fandom, but today we found it just by googling Moze Borderlands 3 art, and we found a perfect skin for this. So we're going to use this as we paint and it will be set. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the skin. So we have her face, we have under the shirt, and her arms. So we're going to get the first tone, which is going to be a brown rose, and we'll work on the highlights later on. But we're going to just hit that first because they're the hardest spots to hit. Alright guys, so the skin's down. We are now going to be using a mix between Tenebrae Gray and Basalt Gray, which we just used this mix with Amara yesterday to make a black, but a black jacket that I can highlight over, because black is kind of really hard to highlight with. So we use these as a darker tone, and then I can go back with the Basalt Gray and basically just do little highlights so the eyes read it as a black jacket or black pieces of armor or anything like that. So we are going to hit the spaces that need that. So that would be the jacket, it would be the gun holster, which would be on this side on her. It's really weird because the picture that I'm seeing, everything's reversed. So I don't know if this model or the models are just the way they are. Maybe they're reversed. I don't know, but I'm just gonna hit like the holster, the gloves, and the jacket with that. There is pieces of this that are also black, but we'll see if I can hit that. It looks like a little spot, so we'll have to see. Okay, so now with that mix, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the greens up. So she has a decent amount of green on her. So her pants are green, and parts of her helmet are green as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to use a grass green. The grass green is going to be okay because we are going to dab a little bit of olive green into it here and there because it's like a camo kind of look. So we're going to hit it with grass green first, and then we'll hit it with some spots of the olive green. Alright, now with the green on there, I think we're going to focus on the leather browns. We do have a decent amount of leather browns to put on to this model. Some including the belt here. We have the straps around the arms. We have some of the straps around the back of the legs here. We also have the boots. Her boots have some lighter brown in there. And we also have the strap on her hat. There's a lot of brown in this too. So we are going to go ahead and try to do that now. Alright guys, so that's now on. What we're going to do is we're going to use a warm gray. I was going to say an off-white, but actually a warm gray. We're going to use a warm gray, and we're going to go through all the metallic areas. And there is a piece of her pants that is a warm gray as it is, so we're going to use it for that spot. And the metallics. So the metallics are basically going to be around the belt here. You got some pieces of the helmets that's metallic, her armor's metallic. So we want to hit that all with a warm gray, and then what's going to happen is we are going to, once we glaze it with a Graveborn Gray speed paint, it'll dye it down and we can dust some more metallics over top of it. But you want to base it with a warm gray just to kind of give it that tone. We are at the point now where the model looks like a turd, but it's okay. You just got to trust the process. So we're going to work on the reds now. Once we work on the reds, we're going to start using metallics to go over some of the metallic parts, except for the tan parts of the pants. And then we will be ready to put our glazes on. So since we have multiple colors, we're going to use Graveler Gray, but with the leather parts, we are going to use the leather brown wash, or speed paint, to glaze over that because it makes the leather pop. So, yeah. That's where all the models that have a lot going on, I start to kind of worry. But we're about to put our glazes on, so we're going to find out how well this really looks. And then once we put the glazes on, we will put a iron oxide on the ground, and then we'll let that dry. And while that's drying, the glazes should be almost dry to where we can put our highlights on. And here's Moze fully painted, ready to go into my bunkers and badasses. I was really happy with the way this turned out. This was kind of hard compared to the other miniatures, but that's only because she has a lot going on with her colors. She has reds, she has greens, she has a little tad bit of blue on her backpack there. There's a lot going on here. But I can say that this does look really nice. The tricky part is actually shading the dark areas of the jacket, like the black. Like that's where it gets really tricky. So tell me what you guys think about today's model, Moze, that we painted today. There are some struggles with this. Her face is extremely small. I feel like that's how it's been with a lot of the female models that we've got with this box, but it's still manageable. I mean, it makes sense. But do consider that she does have like 2 black dashes under her eyes, like makeup dashes, and I did add those on there. But doing the actual eyes, no, it's just not gonna happen. I did put white there, but if I put a pupil there, it's just gonna override the white. So I just kind of just left it as is. But other than that, everything else went on pretty smooth. You just have to make sure you just look at the whole model and make sure what you're looking at is what you're looking at, so that you're not stuck figuring out how to paint a certain part. But yeah, tell me in the comments down below, what you think about this paint job today. Also, if this video helped you out in any sort of way with painting your Moze, be sure to leave this video a huge like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribing to the channel really does help us out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. We are almost at 1,000 videos, guys. Like literally, we're like 915 videos. I think this is 915, but that's a lot of videos, guys. So if this video did help you out in any sort of way, or you know anybody that needs help with painting their models for the Kickstarter, be sure to share it with them. I feel like if I can lead somebody in the right way, then that'd be great, and sharing the video would get the videos out there. Also, like this is like motivation. I'm trying to make these videos like to motivate a lot of people into getting into this hobby, because this hobby is just fun and amazing and just enjoyable. And sometimes I feel like a lot of people don't think they can do stuff like this, but if they put their mind to it and actually try it, they'll end up being good. This might be like a hidden talent with a lot of people and they don't even know it. So the best thing to do is just pick up a brush and try. And if you haven't painted yet, pick up the damn brush, try it out, because you might be good as hell. Practice makes perfect, but you might be good as hell in like a year or two. So just keep that in mind. So as always, thank you guys for checking out today's video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.